What's up, guys? Foggy Train here. I just got back from watching The Flash, and wow, there is a lot to talk about with this movie. First off, obviously the controversy with Ezra Miller. They're a whole mess. Bar that, sadly, they're really good in this movie. At this movie's core, the story, I don't even know what to say. Let's just get into some of the negatives right now. And there are a decent amount of them. The year is 2023. There's no reason why a movie with this kind of budget, I need to look it up and maybe put it in like the corner or something. There's no reason why a movie that came out in 2023 should look like this. And it's not even just in the middle of like action sequences. Every now and then it'll just be two characters talking, and for whatever reason, one just looks like they're made out of plastic, and I don't get it. Secondly, the cameos feel so soulless and pointless. Also, they look horrible. Going back to the CGI, they look absolutely abysmal. It's terrible, offensive to the eye. I'm starting off with the negatives, but let me just briefly butt in here and let you know I did actually really like this movie. There's just a lot of negatives that I need to get out of the way. The next thing, this movie is marketed Worlds Collide, and that Worlds Collide thing, going back to my last point about the cameos being really soulless and pointless, Worlds Collide, this is not a spoiler, this is just kind of setting expectations. There's one other timeline. The Flash goes back in time, obviously. That's in the trailers. That's the only time that he does that. You're not going to other universes or anything, just to set that expectation for you. Those other worlds come in this one sequence for really no reason. It felt so pointless. There's one cameo that people are going to rave about for sure. It's funny and cool to see, but oh my gosh, it looks horrible. I mean, I'm talking like the Mummy, Scorpion King, whatever. I don't remember what it's called. Dwayne Johnson in that horrible CGI. That's literally what it looks like. It shouldn't look like that today. Anyway, I'm getting too into it. As for the story, it's at its core good. It really is. I laughed a few times, genuinely. Like, really enjoyed it. The fight scenes, I mean, were okay. I think they did the Flash running really well. Those scenes looked good. There's a defense by the director, whatever, who said that some of the visuals might look a little weird because he goes to this water world. Okay, water world. Let me explain. Anyone who's familiar with the Flash knows about the Speed Force. That's what he's talking about. This is not a water world. That's just a lazy excuse to say, yeah, we know this looks bad. Because it looks bad. But underneath all of that, I can't reiterate enough. The movies, it is good. It surprised me because out of Aquaman, Wonder Woman 1984 or whatever, this one was actually good. I actually like this. I didn't like those other two that I named just now. I thought those were not good. This one was good. Michael Keaton's Batman's really good. He's fun to watch. Sasha, I think her name's Sasha something, who plays Supergirl. I would need to look at that again. She's really interesting. She's kind of a different take on Supergirl than I would have expected. I don't know much about Supergirl, but I thought she was really great. Zod is a villain, but he's not like the focus of the movie. He's there to be like, yeah, we need to stop this guy, but there's no development for him because we already know who he is from Man of Steel. The story follows Barry trying to go back in time to save his mom, and all hell breaks loose because of this, and he's trying to stop it. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but very like emotional story. and I think all of it lands really well. I think Ezra's acting is super believable, especially in those emotional moments. That's really where the movie shines for the most part, other than the humor. Like, the humor was really good. I really did really like it, actually. Out of 10, I mean, I don't feel comfortable giving it more than a 7, but I could see how someone would. Because, I mean, this was a fun movie to watch. It really was. But so much of it felt soulless and low effort. It was, like, upsetting. Like, you definitely notice it. Out of 10, I'll give it a 6 out of 10, I think. Right now, in my mind, I think it's glowing a little more, if you can believe that, in my mind, than it should. So on the way home, I was thinking I would give it a 7, but the more I think about it, I think a 6 is I'm more comfortable with. But yeah, I do recommend everyone watch this. I think it was a great experience. But man, those visuals and the completely pointless cameos and tie-ins that they tried to do, it's just it feels bad to see that in a movie, and I think that really brings it down a notch. Other than that, yeah, 6 out of 10. If you have any thoughts, or if you haven't watched it yet, check it out. Come back and let me know what you think. Leave comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already.